In 2008, Beijing will host the first Olympics ever held in China. So, can that grand old city pull off a 16-day celebration for the entire world? I'm Mary Windishar, and I'm about to go find out. Find out the answer to one big question. Beijing, are you ready? In this episode, chat with the creators of the opening and closing ceremonies, China's biggest show in the last 5,000 years. Then the search for a song of Olympic proportion. And find out why volunteering at the Olympics is like winning the lottery. Finally, a candid conversation with some typical college students who are eager to make history. All coming up on Beijing. Are you ready?
The games of the 29 Olympiads in 2008 are awarded to the city of Beijing.
For the Chinese, a 100-year-old dream becomes reality. It's official. Beijing will host the 2008 Olympics. It collected a winning 52 votes out of 105 cast. Toronto was a distant second with 22 votes, followed by Paris with 18. In China, the mood was jubilant. An estimated 200,000 people converged in the heart of the capital, bursting with national pride. In ancient times, Chinese emperors gave their orders on a scroll in a ceremonial box. Movie actor Jackie Chan and four-time Olympic ping pong champion Yaping Deng followed the same tradition with the unveiling of the 2008 logo. It's the Chinese symbol for Beijing, and it's been specially adapted to reflect the athletic spirit of the Games. Chen Weiya is the president of the National Song and Dance Ensemble and the deputy director of the opening and closing ceremonies for the Beijing Olympics.
我们一定会给全世界一个非常精彩的开幕式和闭幕式。在开幕式、闭幕式上，全世界人民可以看到非常灿烂的、优秀的中国的文化，同时也可以看到现在中国、现在北京人的精神风貌，一种友好的姿态。
Chinese filmmaker Zhang Yimou's promotional video, New Beijing, Great Olympics, helped to clinch the Games for China. It was shown as part of the closing ceremony in Athens. Now he has a new task ahead, the opening and closing ceremonies in 2008. His deputy, Chen Weiya, says there are two crucial elements the ceremonies need.
它一定要很壮观，因为这是全人类的一个聚会，它表达了人类更快、更高、更强的一种意志。同时，它一定是很浪漫的，因为这是全人类一个友谊的聚会。在中国这么一个美好的国家，我们一定要把最浪漫的情感奉献给全世界。
The handover of the Olympic flag from the mayor of Athens, Dora Bakoyanni, to the International Olympic Committee president, Jacques Rogge, and then to the mayor of Beijing, Wang Qishan, marked another milestone on the road to the Games. Chinese officials say they'll spend no more than $107 million on the opening and closing ceremonies, matching the budget for Athens in 2004. While Zhang Yimou showcased elements of Chinese culture during the closing ceremonies in Athens, his real test lies ahead. As executive director of the 2008 opening and closing ceremonies, he's working with some high-profile international talent to present the Games to the rest of the world. His dream team, chosen by the Beijing Olympic Committee, includes Richard Peter Birch, who worked on the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games, and Yves Pepin, who directed the barrage of light and color that marked France's Eiffel Tower Millennium Show.
This is a very difficult balance to have. Of course, TV crowd, the spectators, something like 4 billion of spectators, is of course the big number we have always in mind. And also because these spectators are representing all the cultures in the world. But also, this is a live show, and there will be 90,000 people in the stadium, and these people are a part of the ceremony. Their reaction are very important. If there is no reaction in the crowd, there is no show, actually. So we need to do something for these people first, but the complete thing, that means the show and the spectators, the 90,000 spectators, are what we are going to transmit to the 4 billion, to the rest of the world. So that's why we must keep this balance between the two interests.
The ceremonies will remain a closely guarded secret until the live show begins on August 8, 2008, at precisely 8 o'clock, 8 minutes, and 8 seconds p.m. A lot of thought went into choosing the date and time. 8 is the luckiest number in Chinese culture. It means prosperity, and the 8th is considered to be a propitious day to close a business deal or have a child. Car license plates and addresses with the number 8 are highly sought after. But the Chinese aren't willing to leave the success of the opening ceremonies to luck alone. It takes an enormous amount of manpower to produce a spectacle like this, and China is determined to make it something to remember.
实际参加开闭幕式的演出的演员估计会在2万人左右，所以他们所使用的服装道具应该在3、4万件左右。
It's the opportunity of a lifetime to perform on the world stage for artists like these members of the National Song and Dance Ensemble. They'll play a major role in the opening and closing ceremonies. Auditions were held in Beijing in the fall of 2007 to find just the right talent for the ceremonies. With a population of 1.3 billion to choose from, the competition was fierce. Dancer Zhang Xiaonang is one of the lucky ones.
参加2008年的奥运会对我来说是一个梦想，对每一个中国人来说都是一个梦想。因为2008奥运会对我们中国人来讲，对我们全北京市民来讲，都是一个非常自豪而骄傲的事情。所以我能为我能参加上2008年奥运会而感到自豪。
It's not just the artists who are excited about showing off their country. The organizers want the ceremonies to reflect China's rich history and culture, but also touch the international community.
This ceremony is a Chinese ceremony. That means it is located in Beijing, this is in China, and this is the Olympics in Beijing. So, but at the same time, it must be understood by all the world. I say it must be Chinese, but what is Chinese personality? It is at the same time traditional, all the ancient values, but also all what is the China today.
The producers are not wasting any time in getting the ceremonies off the ground. Rehearsals had already started by the fall of 2007.
因为这是在北京举办奥运会，那么在这个开闭幕式上，我们会把中国最优秀的东西奉献给全世界，而且我们在表演当中始终会追寻一种中国自己独特的表演方式、表达方式，来和全世界进行交流。
To bridge the gap with the rest of the world, foreign performers are being invited to take part.